To understand gin production, we can break it down to a couple of different styles. It breaks down to being either a London dry style, where we steep the botanicals and boil them,
or a more infused style whereby the botanicals are suspended above the alcohol, which get vaporized before turning back into a liquid.
That's right. Now, most other spirits generally start from scratch by fermenting base ingredients, adding yeast and water and something that contains starch to create a beer before beginning the distillation process. Gin, however, usually starts with a base alcohol.
This can be made from any number of substances, but predominantly it's wheat. Other popular choices are other cereal grains or grapes.
Because of this process, gin is often described as vodka with flavor, which to us means a high-proof spirit is flavored with plant extracts or botanicals in order to create a gin profile.
Depending on the producer and the various methods of distillation used, traditionally gin is made in copper pot stills in batches, starting with a rectified spirit at 96% ABV.
It's generally diluted back to approximately 50% before then being either layered with botanicals and steeped before cranking up the heat.
Or the spirit is heated to create the vapors that take on the flavor of the suspended botanicals.
The skill of the distiller and distillman decide on the point when the cut should be made. This is where we separate the heads, heart and the tails of the spirit. Only the best cut, the heart, is taken forward to then become the gin that goes into the bottle.
To make gin, the distiller first needs to select the botanicals they want to wrap around the core flavor of base spirit, which with gin is always juniper.
In order to impart these flavors in the spirit, the distiller can use one of a few methods. The first and most popular is maceration, where the botanicals are soaked in the spirit and then distilled with it so that it imparts the flavors. Carter head is a method that uses a basket for the botanicals during distillation. During evaporation, alcoholic vapors rise up through the basket of botanicals, very much like a percolator.
Some producers of New World gins choose to distill botanicals and then blend the liquids after to retain and control flavor.
Then the distillate is reduced to bottling strength with purified water, creating the finished product.
Makes sense?
It certainly does.
Crystal clear to me.